Well, our speaker this morning has blessed us, encouraged us. He comes all the way from the East Coast, from New Jersey, to bring the word to us. He's never been here on a Sunday morning, but let me tell you something what I love about this pastor. He is a pastor that comes to build the church. He loves this church with all of his heart, and he supports it and proves it by loving us in millions of different ways. We are so glad to have him. You're going to laugh. You're going to have fun. I want all of you today, I want you to come alive in this service because you only get what you participate in. And I want you to thrill. I want you to laugh. I want you to amen. I want you to shout. I want you to have a good time because he's come all the way from New Jersey, and we want this to be a memorable day and take the most out of these next few minutes. I want you to give a round of applause to one of our favorite speakers and favorite pastors and favorite friends, Pastor Dewey Friedel. Let's give him a round of applause and welcome him here today.
Because some of you feel like you're on the outs with God. So many of us are like Farmer Fred. It was a tough day for Farmer Fred. He had to take his wife to the hospital, and then he blew a gasket on his truck. It took him 2 hours at the automotive shop to get it fixed. Then his wallet was stolen. He finally got back home, and he was plowing on the side of a hill, and his tractor rolled over, and he was stuck under the tire. And he cried out, "Why me, God? Why me?" And a voice from heaven spoke, "Frankly, Fred, there's just something about you that ticks me off." Well, some of you feel like that. God has a word for you today. David, a man after God's own heart. Yet we look at that and we say, I can't get into that. I'm not really a man after God's own heart. I have a lot of stuff going on in my life. Well, just read the Psalms. You'll see that David had his dysfunctional moments too. You're right where you belong. You're here to receive something, even if you're not yet perfect. Kind of like the guy who met the bum on the street. He says, look, he says, I'll give you $100 and you come home and eat with me. It's going to be fine dining in my huge home. And he said, I just want you to say no tonight to every question I ask you, that's all. So he brings his bum home with him for supper. His wife looks, what? No, let him eat here. So the bum's eating, and the husband says, hey, he said, do you gamble? He says, no. Do you smoke? No. Do you drink? No. You play golf? No. Afterwards, he got a ticket on a train for the bum to go back. And his wife said, he was so disgusting. Oh, the odor from that man. How could you bring somebody like that to supper? He said, dear, I just wanted to show you what happens to a guy who doesn't play golf, drink, or gamble. So, all right. So, how many know you're where you belong today? Yeah, you're in the house where we all have some dysfunction in our lives. As a matter of fact, the American Psychiatric Association says that 1 out of every 3 Americans is mentally ill. So turn to your left and look at the person to your left. They look pretty good, normal, don't they? Turn to your right and look at them. Yeah, they look pretty good and normal. That's a bad picture for you then, huh?